If Florida A&M and Coach Colsey had any reservations about how difficult repeating and defending their Black College National Championship was going to be this season, they found out in week 0, surviving a hard-fought victory against Norfolk State right here in Atlanta on Saturday with a 24-23 victory. Coach Dawson Odom of Norfolk State essentially handed Florida A&M the game with a controversial decision not to kick an extra point to tie the game with 6 minutes left. All FAMU had to do with MVP quarterback Daniel Richardson was simply run out the clock, and that's exactly what they did. Florida A&M is now 1-0, and Coach Colsey had this to tell us after the game.
Happy to get a win. We got some things we need to clean up. Even though we were down 14-0, we had a chance to put them away, before we had that fumble. So got some things to work on. Extremely happy to be on the right side, but if we want to continue, we got to play better ball.
How does it feel to get your first victory and then going into another big game against South Carolina State at home?
Excited anytime you win. It's just our guys are realizing tonight that it's hard to win football games. So our guys did a great job. Got a lot of stuff to clean up, but excited to be 1-0, and that's what it's all about.
Coach Colsey isn't the only one with big shoes to fill, having to step in as a first-year coach, replacing Willie Simmons. Quarterback Daniel Richardson is also stepping in for All-American quarterback Jeremy Musa, who moved on. Richardson talked about the challenge of stepping in to fill some pretty big shoes, but he also held that MVP trophy in his hands as he caught up with HBCU Huddle right here.
Man, we started slow. Last year they said in the championship, they were down 14-0 in Atlanta. I don't know something about Atlanta, but at the end of the day, we were cool, calm, and collective. I told the guys on the sideline with 14 down, we done been here before. Even though I didn't play here last year, but at the end of the day, I done been in situations like this. And, we just went down, got some momentum and, capitalized.
You stepped right in. You had some pretty big shoes to fill. Obviously, Coach Colsey has some big shoes to fill. How important is it to continue this momentum that FAMU has been on with the special run coming off the championship last season?
At the end of the day, a lot of guys, on this team is champions. We had a lot of incoming transfers that came over the summer. And at the end of the day, they just keep preaching to us, man. Take one day at a time. At the end of the day, we're champions. And you see what we did today. At the end of the day, now we got to go to the next one.
All right, week 0 is behind you. You got a big game coming up, South Carolina State coming to Tallahassee. What do you have to do to sort of continue that and stay on point? You had a very, very efficient passing game. You guys showed some defense when you needed to. How important is it with this big target on your back to keep that going?
One thing we don't lose at brag. I know that for sure. But at the end of the day, South Carolina State, they're a great team. So, they're going to come, they will give us our best shot. And at the end of the day, we got to stick to our fundamentals. And, at the end of the day, just keep making plays on both sides of the ball and even special teams, which we did today.
All right, Richardson, show FAMU, show the fans and everybody that MVP trophy, man. Grind City Media, HBCU Huddle, Daniel Richardson right here, the MVP. Good luck the rest of the season, brother. Grind City Media is always on the scene for HBCU football with our HBCU Huddle, and we had a lot of fun hanging out in Atlanta as we spread the word. So jump on board. We're going to be every single week for the rest of the HBCU football season, handing out different flyers and information about HBCU Huddle. But all you got to do is follow Grind City Media and log on to the Grind City Media app and keep it locked on us all season long. From Atlanta, I'm Michael Wallace for Grind City Media and the HBCU Huddle.